The moment you have all been waiting for. We finally have the OpTic roster. This has probably been one of the most anticipated rosters for the Black Ops 4 season, next to 100 Thieves. OpTic had a disgraceful season in World War II, and we knew there were going to be some changes, though you might not be able to tell the changes from this roster. So today we're going to talk about the OpTic roster. We have Scump, Crim, and Karma back from live streaming after a short hiatus. Then they're picking up Dashy from Complexity and TJ off of Rise. Connor, how do you feel about this roster?
I think this roster, as we've said about other rosters, on paper is very, very good. I mean, you have Scump and Crim and Karma, who are arguably the 3 greatest Call of Duty players ever. I mean, if not 3 greatest, top 5.
And although World War II is shaky, we have to remember Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and pretty much every Call of Duty before then, they were perfectly fine, very strong, and particularly those 3 together in the last 2 Call of Duties were probably overall the best team.
Right. And then they pick up Dashy, who I personally didn't know a lot about before these rumors started coming out. But doing the research, I mean, he is very highly praised in the community by players who've been around for a long time. Just raw talent-wise, he's arguably, a top 10 player in Call of Duty. He's unbelievably talented, and I think that this is the perfect roster to mentor him. And then, you put in TJ Haley, who, I've heard people say, oh, well, TJ's very inconsistent. Well, it's okay to be inconsistent on this team. Like, he doesn't have to carry the team in respawns. That's the good thing. He has Scump and Crim that can go off in respawn. So if he has a shaky respawn or two, that's okay. Where TJ is so strong at Search and Destroy, and that's been one of OpTic's weakest points in the last bunch of games. I mean, that's always been the thing. They say, if you beat OpTic in 1 respawn, you'll win the series because they can't win their searches. Well, they picked up 2 very, very good search players, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
And brought Karma back. And we know statistically, when we were looking at the season, the second half of World War II compared to that first half, when it came to Karma and his contributions in those Game 5s and Round 11s, we know that was huge. So when you look at that, and carrying off of what you're saying, with Dashy and TJ, suddenly they actually look like a very strong Search and Destroy team on paper. But that is huge for OpTic. The last few years they have suffered in Search and Destroy. Now you not only have a very strong set of Slayers, but it looks like they finally sat down and thought about, what do we do about that Search and Destroy? And they are bringing in players that are hopefully going to improve that. We might see a very strong OpTic roster coming out of the gate this year.
Yeah, I mean, every single one of these players has the ability to drop 40 kills in a respawn. I mean, we personally saw TJ do it last season a couple times with Rise. We saw Dashy do it. And clearly we've seen Crim, Karma, and Scump all drop 40 kills in various games. So they all have that slaying potential. So it's just going to be how well they work together as a team. And personally, I think Scump and Crim have been humbled a little bit this last game. And I think that teamwork-wise, this team's going to work together very well. Because I don't think Dashy and TJ are going to come in and step on any toes. I think they're going to fall in line. And I think as long as Scump and Crim and Karma can get along, which it seems like they are going to be able to, I think this team should be very, very good.
And I'm sort of hoping there, too, that Karma, what I think would be nice to see is take a more in-game leadership role. Maybe not overall, but maybe in that search or maybe in certain CTF type things. We've definitely seen that OpTic roster the last few years, Karma was just as much a part of it as anybody else. And to allow those 3 as a group to kind of lead the roster together, I think it'd be huge.
I agree. All right, guys, let us know what you think about this roster in the comments. And, we both agree that this team's going to be very good, so let us know if you disagree with that.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We release new content at a minimum every Wednesday and Saturday. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to catch all our latest content, and check out the description for a link to our Twitter. We are Bracken out.